welcome to my channel. So today's video is happening on December 24th, 2024, and we're getting a fairly decent rain event right now, and this property is demonstrating its capability. We have our swales working, and the lush growth is growing. And again, this is Monterey, California, so we have a Mediterranean climate, and we don't get a lot of hard frosts or anything. We do get some hard frosts, but not as often as Central California or inland. We're coastal, so our frosts are minimal. So we can grow a lot of stuff. It's December 24th, and we have potatoes growing, and sunflowers, and lavender and stuff. This is just a demonstration of the site working while it's raining. And you can see that these are very happy potatoes. Very, very happy. And we might get a killing frost that comes through in January or February. You have a lavender that's been transplanted that's greening up. I've had to hack it back significantly to get all the dead material out. We have a bunch of garlic coming up because I plant garlic everywhere. And everything's nice and green. In the summertime, half of this looks like a desert. But in the wintertime, it's all very lush and green. And you can see that row of bricks indicates a swale. And our plants are still flowering. The bees love the flowers. So as long as there's flowers, there's bees and hummingbirds and things. And we're not a typical climate for growing seasons. Most growing seasons have a really hard killing frost or snow, and it wipes out everything. Here in Monterey, California, we don't have such issues. But we do have very significant droughts, and that's a hard thing to contend with. There's a worm bin, and I'm going to flip my lid over so the worms can get some fresh water. There's another worm bin, and this is where my worms hang out, and they eat compostable materials. They need some fresh water for their work. And then I'm going to go over to a place, section that's been flooding recently. I'm going to check it out while we're doing swales and things. Okay, and this zone is definitely still flooding, but I'm working on changing the structure of this soil so it doesn't flood so bad. But this is definitely flooding. Put in cocoa coir and perlite to kind of reduce the flooding, but it takes time, and we haven't seen that happen yet, so the time frame hasn't occurred. We're getting a lot of rain right now, so the flooding is occurring. And that water is supposed to come all the way over here. This is a lower slope. You can see the perlite. The lower slope into a catchment. That catchment's got a lot of organic material. And then that goes downhill into the next catchment, and then down into the dirt. And you can see a compost pile in the background. And again, more potatoes are growing. And you can see some minor flooding right here. Okay, but we have a lot of sand in this particular area, so this flooding will dissipate pretty quickly. But this is a huge clay content soil, and I'm working to adjust the clay content to a more sandy loam, so that way it's not as waterlogged. All this water comes down from swale to swale to swale, and it eventually ends up in this pit. And that pit is a drain pit. But all our swales are working. These are all swales. It's hard to see because I'm kind of shaking because I'm moving around a lot, but these are swale systems all the way over here. And you can see the woody debris that I've put in the trenches of the swales to get more contact to the surface of the ground, so the way they'll rot down faster. And then there's a lot of garlic growing and sunflowers and what looks like clover popping up. And then I put in a bunch of succulents. The succulents are there just to dissipate some of the water over the summer months. There you go. Have a great day.